This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Investigators say there's a link between the deaths of 4 women found in and around Portland. This morning, police say they have a person of interest in custody. We'll have the very latest on the investigation. Plus,
and street racers at it again, this time on the Fremont Bridge and Northeast Portland over the weekend. We spoke with witnesses who say police did not show up to help. Plus,
I mean, that was pretty crazy. Like, seeing that on the news this morning, I was a little surprised, you know?
yeah, the cougars seen on Haystack Rock has moved on, but it turns out this wasn't the only big cat spotted in the area. That update plus more reaction from you at home coming up this morning at 5:15.
yeah, that's the story that keeps on developing. Can't wait to see that. Okay, happy Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here with us. What are we looking at weather-wise, Rod?
Well, man, take the day off.
Oh,
I mean, there's nothing going on. Yes. All right, take a look at Cannon Beach Live this morning. There are a few spots showing kind of partly cloudy conditions. Cannon Beach is one of them, but generally speaking, the coast is going to be sunny today as well. Many areas from start to finish. 53 right now. There's the Wells Fargo camera. There's no marine push this morning, so it's going to be a sunny day from start to finish. We're at 60 degrees, so we will await the rising sun at 5:39 this morning. By the way, we did hold at 79 yesterday, my forecast high, but today you're going to notice the warm up. 74 at noon. I have us back up to about 87 for a high temperature. That's your forecast.
Okay, thank you, Rod. We begin this hour with a major update to a story we've been following for the last month and a half. Detectives say they have a person of interest in the cases of 4 women found dead in and around Portland this year. While investigators aren't naming that person, the Willamette Week is reporting his name is Jesse Calhoun, a man with a rap sheet dating back to 2003.
Take a look at this picture. Here he is. The newspaper reporting that former Oregon Governor Kate Brown granted Calhoun clemency in March of 2021, partly because he was on the inmate work crew that helped fight the historic Labor Day wildfires. About 2 years after he'd been freed, the women's bodies started turning up. KGW has confirmed earlier this month investigators asked Governor Tina Kotek to revoke Calhoun's clemency, and she did. This morning, he's back behind bars.
Now to a quick travel alert happening in Vancouver tomorrow. A lane of northbound I-205 and the right shoulder will be closed for environmental cleanup work from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is all happening at milepost 27 on the Glen Jackson Bridge, kind of as soon as you get into Vancouver. WashDOT is working with a hazardous waste management company to remove contaminated soil from an oil spill.
Street racing and fireworks. That's what neighbors saw and heard Sunday night into Monday morning on the Fremont Bridge. A witness tells us it started around 1:30 and lasted about an hour, but no police showed up. And that wasn't the only report of street racing over the weekend. People living near 72nd and Fremont said they heard gunshots and smelled burning rubber for at least 2 hours. These are a few videos from the Snapchat map. During a street takeover at 60th and Northeast Prescott, people looted a 7-Eleven store. The owner says they even climbed behind the counter and in less than 20 minutes stole about $15,000 worth of goods. The clerk said he talked to the police, but they say they couldn't help.
I can't help you out because too much crowd outside. I can't do anything. And if they broke the windows or anything, then I'm coming. Then cop is coming. I say, oh, you guys waiting for somebody kill us? Then you guys come? And they say, I'm sorry, I can't help you out. And they hang up the phone.
The mayor's office tells us Portland police are beefing up their traffic division. They've started performing stings and arresting street racers. In the meantime, a new Oregon law goes into effect in September and will give street racers harsher punishment.
Portland police are now saying what appeared to be an unprovoked attack on a Japanese diplomat was a hate crime. Yoshi Okazuyo, the consul general of Japan, was walking downtown last month when he was shoved to the ground and hit his head on the pavement. He was taken to the hospital. The suspect is 23-year-old Arissa Robinson, and court records show this isn't Robinson's first time accused of attacking an Asian person. Prosecutors say Robinson also assaulted a 76-year-old Asian man just last year. Robinson is now in jail, charged with a felony hate crime known as a bias crime in Oregon, also fourth-degree assault. The consul general told us in an email this incident has not changed his positive perception of Portland.
Now to your morning rush. Just in this morning, North Korea has detained a U.S. national who illegally crossed into their country. The United Nations says the man was on a tour of the Joint Security Area, which is part of the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea. The UN is now working with North Korea to resolve the incident. The Georgia Supreme Court has denied former President Trump's bid to stop an investigation into election tampering. That means the Fulton County DA will continue looking into interference in the 2020 election. The DA said she intends to indict more than a dozen people and is expected to do so before the end of August. There's more legal trouble for former President Trump. Later today, prosecutors and defense attorneys will start putting together a timetable for his classified documents trial. Prosecutors want to start by December, but the defense says Trump can't get a fair trial until after the 2024 election. Iran has reinstated its infamous morality police. They'll conduct street patrols to make sure women are wearing headscarves. The announcement comes just 10 months after Masha Amini was killed in police custody after she was arrested for not wearing a hijab. Her death sparked nationwide protests and resulted in the morality police being disbanded. And the FDA has approved the first RSV shot for babies and toddlers. The vaccine, developed by AstraZeneca and Sanofi, should be available by this fall. About 80,000 kids ages 5 and younger are hospitalized with the respiratory virus every year. And that's your morning rush.
The Powerball jackpot has now climbed to $1 billion. No one won last night's drawing. The new jackpot would be the third highest in U.S. history and will keep growing until somebody takes it home. The next drawing is tomorrow night. Meanwhile, the Mega Millions jackpot also climbing. Tonight's drawing is an estimated $640 million. This is just the third time both jackpots are above $500,000 at the same time. It happened also in 2021 and in 2018. According to the Oregon Lottery, winning Powerball tickets were bought in Portland and Bandon on Saturday. The Oregon Lottery has sold more than $19 million in Powerball tickets since Saturday.
We bought one of those. Did you end up going?
Well, I didn't buy the big one, but I bought a Washington lottery ticket. That's like at $4 million. Nobody won that last night.
Well, if nobody won, I'm glad that at least nobody else I have to share it with. If I didn't win, you can't win either.
So you are unhappy for all of our viewers out there, just to set the record straight.
No, I'm glad we all have another chance.
Yeah. That's the way to say it.
The spin meister right there. All right, take a look at a beautiful clear sky morning from our Stoller Family Vineyards Estate camp in Dayton. Trees, and of course there's Mount Hood. No marine push this morning. We do have kind of a mixed bag of partly cloudy skies at the coast, but generally everybody's going to be sunny from start to finish. This will be a day that warms back up. Now, remember yesterday we were watching the gorge. These are current temperatures because we had west winds gusting as that cooler weather arrived. We had a red flag warning for high fire danger. No longer. That warning has been allowed to expire. And the winds in the gorge today will be fairly light. Again, the Dow's right now 59, 54 over in Pendleton. We had some cool spots due to the clear skies. Kelsel's now down to 52 and Newport is now down to 46. So nice, very comfortable summer morning out there. This doesn't show you much. This is your day today, Futurecast movie. Again, maybe some fog pockets early on at the coast, but watch them, boom, they go away. So later on, everybody just has sunshine, no storm chance, obviously, with the clear skies out there. All right, so it's all about just watching the forecast numbers. 60s and 70s at the coast today. Expected to be breezy right on the beach itself. Some wind gusts this afternoon as high as 30 miles per hour. Winds are pretty light, all areas that I saw when I checked earlier this morning. Salem back up to 89. Yesterday you folks hit 80, so this is a pretty good warm up today. In fact, models like Corvallis at 90 today, just like that. Up in Southwest Washington, Longview 84. It is a clear sky start for you. Battleground 85, Vancouver 87. Yesterday we had afternoon gust hit 20. Kind of the same thing again expected today. So here's my 7-day. Yesterday, by the way, we did hold in Portland 79, but today 87. Here comes the warm up. And then we still have the 3 days of not way up into the 90s, but at least getting into 92 tomorrow, Thursday, 90 on Friday. Right now the weekend is all sunny and we have temperatures pretty much like today, 87 on Saturday and 85 on Sunday. That is your forecast.